That's it.
Yep. It went live. What's up? Da, 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 da.
Cool. Oh, nice hat, Ralph.
Yeah, my friend Liz Sargent made this for us.
You're branded.
Branded.
It looks great.
Yeah. Merch.
Anya said I look really weird in a hat.
You do. You have a large head, though.
Yeah, I'm not a hat
Not
guy.
a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Let me open it up real wide and see if that helps. We'll just leave it open.
Maybe you got to wear it backwards.
Backwards works. Backwards isn't bad.
Yeah.
No, turn it around.
Hold on, let me tighten up that.
Maybe sideways.
What's up, fellow kids?
Yeah.
I think that's the. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, crooked. You're great in hat.
Crooked.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Yo, 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 yo.
I meant to finish this before we started, so my bad.
Oh, eat, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy. What
Breakfast is the most important part of your day.
What are you having for breakfast, Sean?
Just egg on a roll with with a hash brown.
We all had eggs.
Is it? Yeah, we did. I also had a yogurt, Greek yogurt, with blueberries and cherries.
Ooh.
Damn.
I don't think cherries are good for you. That's a lot of sugar, but fuck it, man. I love it.
International.
Was that?
Hell yeah.
International breakfast. Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt and fucking those eggs. The omelet that I had must have been from somewhere.
So we should be hanging out with Kenneth McLaurin. Said he's going to come on and hang out. So,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's gonna, and I know we're gonna have Kill and Be Cool. Mr. Kill and Be Cool is gonna be here, and the whole crew might be with him too. So we'll see. I sent them invite.
Breakfast. Greek yogurt.
Oh shit! Greek yogurt and fucking.
And then we're also having Constance Cooper, right?
Yeah, yeah. She's a friend of mine and musician, artist, theater maker.
Could be a good time.
Barista.
We got interrupted briefly because Ralph is watching himself.
Yes.
Oh,
I often do
all the time.
Do you guys do that? I often watch videos of myself.
He stares for long periods of time in the mirror.
I don't do that. I'm not a mirror guy. I don't find myself pleasant to look at. You're not a mirror.
I think you're pleasant to look at, buddy.
Oh, that's nice.
You make me laugh all the time.
Woo.
Ralph's not a mirror guy, and that's why Anya had to tell him he doesn't look good in hats.
Yeah. But I do like watching my own stuff. I get it real. I heard, actors say that all the time. Like, I can't watch myself. I can't watch. I heard Samuel L. Jackson say, like, I don't know. I think those guys are lying. I love watching myself. I love watching my own stuff.
Oh my God, that post you posted the other day was hilarious.
What did I say?
With the guy who was freestyling, but he wasn't.
Oh yeah, that lyric. That's his name, Casey Frey, I think. He's been doing stuff on Vine and like comedy sketches for years. He's really funny. I don't know why he hasn't become like a big star.
Is this a friend of yours?
No, he's like a guy. He's have like he has probably at least 10 like Vine and Instagram and YouTube videos that have like more than 1 million views. He's really, really. I think he used to be a dancer, but he makes these really funny sketches and videos. I know. I wish I knew him. Funny guy.
Introduce yourself.
I will. I'll be like, hey, come on, start a morning show.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's all you got to do.
Like Jason did with these Atlanta people.
Every Saturday.
Jay, the Killer Be Cool people. You found them on Instagram.
What's that?
Right? The Killer Be Cool people. You found them on Instagram?
I found them on Instagram.
Yeah. Just searching for musicians?
Yep. I did. I found them at the beginning of the pandemic. I think they started doing their show around that time.
Oh.
And it's just been, it's pleasant to see, and it's always like funny, and it's really creative, and it's such a chill vibe.
Yeah.
And really cool beats. Yeah.
Tell people.
I think it. Yeah.
Tell people about your new glasses.
Oh yeah, I'm getting old. I got new glasses. Woo!
You don't look old. You just look smart.
I'm going blind. Do I? Studious?
Okay.
I got my glasses. I don't know about old. I got my glasses when I was like 8.
Yeah, but you're used to wearing them. I'm getting like headaches and everything because I'm just like, I'm not used to this.
Man, yeah. Every day I haven't had my glasses has been hell. It's just pure insecurity. Like I can't be sure of anything I'm seeing. I hate it.
Are you that blind?
It's bad enough to be annoying. I could manage pretty much my entire life. I probably couldn't drive, but it wouldn't be terrible. But otherwise, I could manage my entire life pretty well without glasses. But everything would be just a little bit blurry. That's enough to be really annoying, and I'd be squinting constantly.
Yeah. Makes you
How
feel
about you,
old.
Sean?
Yeah, tell us about your glasses, Sean.
Oh, my eyesight sucks. You probably can't tell how thick these are. These don't look, but like I can't see. It's like blurry right here. You know?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good all the way to the screen.
Oh.
No, I'm like Sean.
I'm fucked.
Oh really? That bad, Jason?
I mean, it's pretty.
What? Yeah.
I can't drive without glasses.
I could probably drive without glasses and I'd be okay.
Sean, I see you drive. You can't drive at all.
No. Oh my God.
Just
if I'm at the beach and I take my glasses off, I'm like lost. I don't know where my people are. I'm like
I mean, I have to take my glasses off to swim. I can usually still spot like my stuff and still know where my people are.
Yeah.
So I feel like that kind of makes it worse because it's like if I squint, I feel like I can see what I'm trying to see, but it doesn't really help, does it?
No.
Squinting helps a little bit, I think. Yeah.
Just feel like you're like, see more.
All right.
Just did a dab.
Jay always brings a blue sky with him, always without fail. Oh, here's Kevin.
What?
Kenneth.
Oh, blue sky. Oh, Kevin's coming in. Everybody, Kenneth McLaurin,
our friend and comedian
also
from
known as
Ithaca.
Lance Diablo.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Here he comes. We've never met him, but we've hung out a few times. Hey, what's up?
What's up, Kenneth? Turn your mic on.
There's a mic behind you. Oh, Kenneth did the Stoner-thon, didn't he?
Yeah. And he runs the Ithaca festival.
Oh, fantastic.
Can we hear him now?
I don't know.
No, not yet. No.
There he is. I can see
him,
but I can't hear him.
I bet he's saying something funny right now.
Yeah.
No.
Like he's doing a type 5.
Ralph, we need to have Kenneth teach you how to wear a hat because he's better than you.
Yeah, I'm struggling over here. Please.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. What's good with your homies? How y'all doing?
Good.
Pretty good, man. How you been?
Actually, I've been pretty good, man. I can't complain. Same shit, different day. Actually, been really good, man. Been really good. Stuff's been popping for your boy. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to doing the show with you folks like on the 17th.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I am. I'm excited. It's gonna be like the second thing like this I've done, so hopefully it'll be better than the first one. I'm pretty sure it will.
Are we doing Family Feud or we're doing Woke as Fuck?
It's so Woke as Fuck is the series, and what we're gonna do is like every month we do a version of like a traditional game show. So this month it's like Family Feud. I think next month we might do like a Hollywood Squares type joint, and then hopefully we'll find somebody who likes it and throw us a couple of dollars to support it.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I want to keep doing, at least like now during this weird COVID times. But it's sort of fun now that I've done it, like creating stuff, content online. I'm scared I might try to turn myself into a YouTube creator.
Are you on TikTok?
Yes, I have one video. I put one video on TikTok, but I don't know, man. It's in some ways it's weird. Like I'm busy, so I don't have the time to put towards like all that stuff towards TikTok and whatnot.
Yeah, I think that's the divider. I think you can know, like, it's only people of a certain age, because kids are like, I'll see you on TikTok, and older people are like, are you on TikTok? And we're all like, no.
Yeah. Months ago, I would see like commercials for TikTok all the time, and it was all kids. You know what I mean? And I was just like, they can't be marketing this to me, because I'm not going to be going where a bunch of kids are hanging out. You know what I mean? That's like,
no. Actually, it's weird. So like, I'm not sure about you folks. Okay, I'm being presumptuous. You can call me this. I'm being presumptuous.
all right.
I don't know, but I'm being presumptuous. I don't think like most of the marketing is towards us. Like, we are like four broke dudes,
Oh, yeah.
People aren't going to spend a lot of money, like, what I'm saying, trying to get our like, last $10, $20. They like, hey, let's market this towards like, kids who can get their parents' money. And then they also market stuff to rich people. You know what I'm saying? They just skip us. I'm being presumptuous. Maybe like one of you is like, oh, fuck that. Like, I'm independently wealthy.
All this is you want to get on TikTok and master it, just out of spite.
Actually, funny you guys say that. We're gonna have like a sort of like TikTok star next week.
I was confused.
Come on.
TikTok. Oh, TikTok star.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So she's also a big cannabis activist in Canada. So she's really cool.
You know who else is a big cannabis activist? The rapper Cannabis. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what that means. What's his name, Jason? What's
her name? She's on Instagram as the Canna Canuck, Allie Bear, the Canna Canuck.
Cool.
So yeah, check her out.
We need to find out where that word comes from, Canuck, because it sounds like it sounds derogatory.
Yeah, it sounds like a slur.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is, I think, but
they use it all the time.
They're okay with it. That's like
it would be
like a hard word.
Oh, like Canuck.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a fighting word.
Oh shit, it might be. Yeah.
How do you fight in Canada?
Snowball.
I don't think you're allowed to fight unless you play hockey.
I don't know. Oh, maybe. You have to put on gloves, and then you have to throw them off. That's
There's a lot of shirt grabbing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But we're laughing, but that's actually a fairly cool way to fight. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
But I must say, yeah, if like fights in the U.S. were like shirt grabbing, I get in way more fights.
Oh yeah, it's easy. It's easier than punching. I'm just gonna mess up your clothes.
Yeah. Nothing's worse than the neckline being stretched in the t-shirt.
Oh no.
There's no salvaging it.
That's funny. You come home from the club and your girlfriend's like, oh my God, look at your neckline. You've been out there fighting again. I told you about that. No. Honestly.
Swinging like you hope your chain would be, just like swinging down here.
That'd be terrible, man. I would be reckless if fighting was just like, shirt grabbing everywhere, like at McDonald's, at church. The Lord didn't say that. Like what? I'll actually be sort of cool, man. Like if the extent of violence was shirt grabbing.
Like
fuck the police would be cool. Be like, fuck the police. They'd be like, no, get him.
Yeah. It sounds like a beautiful version of the world. If that was the worst thing that happened.
Yeah, and so in some ways it would be.
Yeah.
We solve the world's problems right now. Like, that's what Thanos should have done. Instead of killing like half the people, he should have made. Yeah, he should have been like, you know what? Shirt pulling is the most violent anything can get. Bam.
Remember how this joke feels wrong. Remember how you when you were like a kid watching cartoons, whenever one person was gonna beat up another, who's like, you little. What if that was before any act of violence, like before a drive-by? You little.
Oh. Remember those old episodes of The Simpsons when Homer would strangle the fuck out of Bart? I was like, this is a cartoon. I was like, thank God my dad doesn't strangle me like that. Strangle.
Oh, shit.
Tongue hang out of his mouth.
Oh man, you know, thinking about that, like the way you're like, hey, I'm glad my dad doesn't strangle me like that. Maybe like in society, what they should do is like hire actors, get like actors and actresses as like fake families and have them like do really bad things to their kids, like, you know, torture them and kill them and whatnot and make it act like it's the norm. And then you just like tell your kids, see, you're lucky. I'm not doing that to you. You know what I'm saying? And have them like, then kids just be like, oh no, like if I'm even worse, my parents can kill me and just, that'll be it. Like kids are like, great if like they thought that they might get killed.
Oh yeah.
That was normal.
I thought for years that the first like 6 years of like grade school for kids should be hell. And they shouldn't be told that like, hey, when you get to 7th grade, it's a breeze. But then they just sort of like flip it. And then like, wouldn't kids be like, if kids had it hard and then all of a sudden like life was better, like I feel like people would be better. I don't know. It's like a weird thing.
Most of the Asian school systems are already adopting that. They just bombard the kids with work and then they go out everywhere else and dominate.
Oh yeah. Tiger moms haven't figured out.
Well, it's also because it's like they're like 7 billion Chinese people. It's like more Chinese people than it's like half the world or something like. If it wasn't for India, like you know what I'm saying, it's easy for them to dominate.
Oh yeah. There's 7 billion people in the world, but there's 9 billion in China. That's how many people they have.
That's really funny.
Kenneth, I think like months ago you posted a picture of ramen that you had made.
Yeah.
That looked so good. You make ramen a lot? I love ramen.
Yo, man, ramen is my joint, man. I love it. It was one time like maybe 3 years ago. I was sitting around with somebody and I was like, man, I wish I could eat ramen every day. And then they're like, man, you can't eat ramen every day. Nobody eats ramen every day. I was like, wait a minute. They do in China.
Yeah.
Like people, I was like, they eat ramen all the time. So I'm like, you know what? I want to eat just like get it in. So like I like ramen. I got my little special process. It's hoodish, but it's nice, man. It's real nice.
It was a beautiful photo.
Oh yeah. So like I never used the spice packet, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe I'll look at it.
Yeah, I make my own recipe like with some chicken broth or whatnot, like in different spices, some soy sauce, flavor it up. And then I add frozen vegetables. I like to cut up some sausage, cook some sausage, throw in it and whatnot, some fresh mushrooms, make it nice, man. Ramen, yo, man, my ramen game is nice. Like it's fire. I'm telling you, like, I'm like LeBron Jordan, Michael James of the ramen game. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Lou Alcin Bron Jordan.
It never occurred to me to put anything in it.
What? Will you just eat broth? No noodles?
Well, you'd have the noodles, but that's it. I was like, this is what it came with.
Oh yeah, man. And I figured the best way to do it is so like I just take the frozen vegetables and like put the dry noodles, and all the frozen vegetables and everything in together. And then after I make the broth, just pour the broth over it, cover it for like a couple minutes, then bam, everything's good. Because if you put the frozen vegetables in the broth and let it cook, they get soggy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nice. And so then I'll take some. If I got some pre-cooked frozen shrimp, you even put those like just in there with the dry noodles. Put the hot broth over it, cover it, bam. Yes.
Yeah.
What eggs? Jalapenos. Nice. Fire. What?
Do you make it in a wok?
No. I make it in the smallest bowl possible. Another reason I like it is because it has very minimal cleanup. Like, you know what I'm saying? One pot, one bowl, chopsticks, done. Healthy. You know what I'm saying? And so then I'll boil the eggs in the broth so I don't have to use another pot to boil the eggs.
Wow.
Are you a health guy in general, Kenneth? Are you really thinking about what you eat?
I not really. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not actually I don't know. No, I'm not. I don't eat red meat. I don't eat pork. Actually I hadn't eaten red meat and pork since like 93. And like in 93 I went like all vegetarian. Like, you know, I still ate like eggs and cheese and whatnot, but 93 I was straight vegetarian, and I did that all the way to like 2001. Yeah, I think so. In 2001, I moved to Kenya in 98. In 2001, we were out. And so like we would always go out. One thing about Kenya, like folks didn't understand in Nairobi, like people go out, like the club, they party like, you know what I'm saying, Sunday to Sunday. So we go out, and then like and so the clubs close at like 3, 4, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you're drunk and you go out, and they have the all night spots where it's like chicken and chips. So it's like chicken and fries. And so it'd be rotisserie chicken, and it'd be just looking so good and sweet. And I never eat it. I always get the fried fish, the fish and chips, you know what I'm saying? So one day we were just sitting around, and they was like, dude, I was like, man, damn, that chicken looks good. They was like, dude, man, just eat it. It was like, you ain't back in the States. It ain't this steroid chicken or nothing like that. They was like, this is that all natural Mother Africa chicken. Eat it, son. And I was like, yo. And I ate it. I ain't go back since. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over. It was over for me. Like the Black American kicked back in, and it was like, this is what you've been missing. It was so good. Like, I loved it. So now I eat like, you know, chicken, ostrich, turkey, stuff like that. But I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm necessarily a health dude. I try not to eat fast food and just like, you know, stuff like that. But I'm not like, you know, I ain't vegan, whatnot.
Kenneth, do they have soup over in Kenya? Do they make soup over there?
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Like soup is I think a poor people's staple.
Yeah.
You know, you put some little bit of meat, a lot of water.
Yeah,
some rice, some ugali. Ooh. Go for it.
I love soup. People make fun of me sometimes, but like I'll go to a restaurant with a bunch of people. I'll order a bowl of soup. I don't care.
He's done it. I've been there.
I like soup too. So like, it's weird, man. Like, I wish I didn't have to eat solid food. If I could just like survive off of like soup and shakes, I'd do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, why? Like, I don't like. Like sometimes I'm like, I'm hungry, but I don't feel like eating. I just want to go.
Maybe that could be the name of your non-health book, because you said you're not a health guy, but you can put out a non-health book, soup and shakes.
Actually, that'd be cool. Like how to remain average diet. How to be just like extremely average diet.
How to be healthy, but not really trying.
No. It's like not how to be healthy. It's like how not to be like not healthy.
There you go.
Or no, and how not to be unhealthy. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not
for-
going to teach you how to be healthy, but you're just not going to be like stroke category.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have a chapter in there titled "Mother Africa Chicken."
Yeah.
African chicken.
But it was funny, man, because like it's funny now in Ithaca. I'm not sure how it is where you folks are, but in Ithaca, people now have gotten chickens all over the place. Like since COVID happened, folks are like, oh my God, chickens. It's a dude across the way who has a cock that just like all the time. And I was like, it's funny because the dude's an asshole and his rooster's an asshole as well. I was like, how the fuck did that shit manage to happen? But all these people got chickens, and I'm like, yo, are we gonna eat some? And they're like, oh no, they're just filleting eggs. I was like, boo, like, you know. But because like it was times in Kenya where or wherever I was, we'd be places and it'd be lunchtime, and they'd be like, what you want? You'd be like, chicken, and then they'd be like, which one? And you'd be like, that one.
That one.
That one.
Damn, they're gonna kill it, pluck it, and cook it right then and there. How long does that take?
Oh yeah.
Oh, like so to kill it, maybe like 5 seconds.
Chop the head off, throw it in a thing of hot water, pull all the feathers off.
Actually, you know, it's weird. It doesn't take that long. I did it on a highway one time with a group of wayward travelers. Like we were a group of stranded wayward travelers on a highway in Zimbabwe. Yeah, in Zimbabwe. And the bus had broken down, and one of the guys who was with us spoke the dialect of like the people who were there. So it was actually sort of it was weird because we were just standing on the side of the road and people were in like groups, like different groups from the bus. It was a big bus, so people had grouped up because it was like a 3-day journey. We were on like the 2.5 day of a 3-day journey. Now it's supposed to be 36 hours, but it turned into 3 days. So
wow.
Yeah. So now we're chilling, and then we look, and like it's like tall grass, like just on the side of the road, just tall grass. And then we look, and it's like some kids standing like on the edge of the grass, like, you know, just chilling, like.
No.
Like, and like, you know, they had on like some pants, little shorts or whatnot, and Dusty just chilling, and then like said something to him, and all you heard was like, and then they just disappeared in the grass. And then like 3 minutes later, they come back out and chill like in a different place, like looking like this. Approach. They disappear again. Did it like twice. The third time, the dude just shouted something at him, right?
Yeah.
And one of the kids came. They started talking, and he sent them for like a chicken, a pot, some water, cassava, and was it something else? I don't know. And like the utensils. So they came back with like, we gave them money. They came back with all the stuff. One of the dudes with us was Muslim, so he had to pray over the chicken, like to make it halal before we killed it. Had the water boiling, you know, feathers off, cut it up, cooked it, the cassava, cooked the cassava, and then like everybody, we had sat down and had chicken and cassava. And then another group, they sent for like some sorghum wine, some sorghum beer, and got fucked up. Yeah, and then we almost fought on the bus later. Yeah, so the answer is not long. Maybe like 15 minutes.
Wow.
15,
Wow.
20 minutes, depending on how hot the fire is.
Mother Africa chicken.
Where'd the oven come from? Where'd the stove come from?
Well, no. So what they did was 3 rocks, like 3 rocks, and they just grabbed some firewood and whatnot and made a fire right there.
Africa, man.
Put the pot on top of the fire to boil the water and whatnot, and then once you once you slaughter the chicken and cut it up, you just cook it directly over the fire.
I feel like most people are as astonished by the concept of a bodega as others are by a campfire meal. It's the same amount of surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a sandwich at 3 a.m. What?
Yo, that is hilarious, because I must say I am one of the people who it's weird. Like I've had that experience. I've lived in like places with no electricity and whatnot, but in my heart, I'm still like, you know, a city dude, like an urban sort of town guy.
Yeah.
And one thing that all of my travels and staying in these primitive rural places did not prepare me for upstate New York campground life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been in a bodega, but I'm pretty sure that a bodega is still way more familiar than like Gettysburg Lake Camp Park Ground in Bumblesfuck upstate New York. Like, I went there. Somebody invited me there, and I thought it was just gonna be like I thought State Park is like something small. Like they're like, here we're gonna go camping. So I've been camping here in Ithaca one time, and it was like a campsite with like 10 tents. So that's what I was expecting. Dude, this place was like fucking huge, and it had like hundreds of people there, and like it was COVID. Hundreds of people were there. It was like hundreds, dozens of cabins. It was like trailers. Like people had like drugged their trailers. Some of these trailers, I don't know how they got there. Like it was just crazy. It was like it was like one section that was like, hey, it felt like they're like, hey, we know if your mobile home can get from like your mobile home park to here, we have a space for you. Like that's what it felt like one whole section. And then it was just another section of like foreigners, like people from who are in New York from all over the world who have never seen a squirrel and are like walking around looking for squirrels.
Let alone black squirrels.
No, just any squirrel. Just oh my God, is this a squirrel? I'm like, a what? A squirrel? I'm like, what the hell? It's a squirrel. Like, you know what? Yeah, you don't have we don't have those in like England, Germany, wherever.
No. Europeans go crazy for squirrels over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when we go down south and we see an armadillo. I saw an armadillo 3 months ago. I was like, what?
But armadillos are way weirder than squirrels. Like,
it's true.
Like, how many other animals do you see that look like an armadillo? Like, armadillos look like dinosaurs. Squirrels look like rats and weasels.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all don't have big rats in Europe?
We have big weasels up here, man.
Do they have raccoons in Europe? Are there raccoons over there?
Where? And no raccoons. I don't think so. No. But you know, it's funny, like just saying that, like there are no squirrels in Europe. Yeah. Made me think like back in like the 1700s, it was probably one dude who was like, oh snap, there are no squirrels in Europe, and went and got like a big rat and put like a tail on it and was taking it around the towns all over like Europe, being, look, this American animal, the squirrel. It's so unique. It has healing properties. Like, I'll sell you a foot, and then just
squirrel foot.
Yeah, and it's just a rat foot.
I've never eaten squirrel. I know people who've eaten squirrel, but I've never had one.
If it came down to it, maybe I would, but there's no need to. I have Walmart.
Maybe you would. Of course you would. If it came down to it, you'd have to do it.
Oh, yeah.
My uncle used to eat squirrel. Like a couple of them, like my older uncles, they used to eat squirrel. So it was like when I was really young, like 7, 8, I can go to my grandma's house and they'd be like squirrel and possum in the freezer.
Oh, wow. Would he come outside or inside? Just like, would he put it on a stick and over some fire?
I have no idea. Like, no, they like cut it up and make it into like dishes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you grow up in upstate New York?
No.
North Carolina?
No?
South Carolina.
Yeah, I grew up in North Carolina.
I knew it. Yeah.
Oh,
Wilmington.
That's
Port
right.
City.
We've had this talk.
Yeah.
How do you end up in was it Kenya? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So my best friend in college, his sister lived in Kenya, and he had graduated and he was working as a teacher. And one summer he was like, yo, man, I'm gonna go stay with my sister for like 2 months. All you got to do is get your plane ticket and pocket money, because we're gonna stay in our house, we're gonna eat our food. And so it was like it was a whole bunch of us who were like, we're gonna go. And then when that summer happened, like, I still hadn't graduated. I had like a semester left to graduate, and like all my partners had graduated, and like 2 of them was working part-time and they was trying to get on full-time. Another one had just like got a job. So nobody was going except me and my boy. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go. And like what happened, man? Like the first night when we was there, it was 98 and it was the World Cup, right? You know what I'm saying? And like, wow. I wasn't a big soccer fan. You know, I never been a big soccer fan. Growing up, it always been like white boy, you know, the ball, whatnot.
I wasn't either until I moved to New York, where they love the World Cup, you know?
Oh man. So we got there, and like I knew, and like, so Nairobi was a city. It's like at that time it was 5 million people. So I knew it was like fairly metropolitan. So like, but I wasn't really expecting what was happening. So like we went to a bar. They took us to a bar the first night, and it was like an expat bar. Outside the bar, they had a screen that was like 30 feet, and they were showing the World Cup. And like in the bar, it was people from China, like Europe, like Italy, England, like Wales. Like I didn't even know it was a country called Wales. Like it was somebody from Wales. It was people from all over Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Ethiopia, Uganda. Then it was like people from South America, like some Brazilians. It was a couple of like, you know what I'm saying, like Venezuelans, then even like Chinese people. I was just amazed as how many people.
There were penguins at this bar even.
Yeah. How many people were there. And it fucked me up for a minute, because like in that second I realized how much I know about like the world outside of like the southeastern United States. Because like, you know, I'm raised in Wilmington and I went to university in Georgia, in Atlanta. And so like then after that, me and my boy kicked it for like 2 months. I mean, we kicked it. We kicked it like, you know what I'm saying? Like people would like folks don't understand how we kicked it. It was weird because at that time, like there weren't a lot of Americans who came through, and there weren't like hardly any Black Americans who came through. And in 98 at that time, it's like the world wasn't as open as it was now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like even in Kenya at that time, it wasn't cell phones, you know, like to get stuff, people like to get like culture and stuff, people had to come back. So like when we got there, like people knew about Black Americans, and like hip hop was growing as a culture and whatnot. So like we was hot, like folks were like, "Oh shit, like y'all is niggas," and we was like, "Yeah," you know what I'm saying? It was weird, like So I mean, we kicked it like everywhere we go, people be like, "Oh snap, it's them," it was weird. So we kicked it for like 2 months. Then after that, at the end, this is weird. At the end, we was coming back, and like we didn't go on safari or nothing, man. No nature, no animals. We stayed in clubs for 2 months, like what I'm saying. So on the way back, we were riding back, and then going to the airport, you pass like part of the nature preserve, and so as we were passing it, like we saw elephants, giraffes, zebra, all like this cool, like what I'm saying, like nature and wildlife.
Yeah.
And I was looking at my boy, and we was talking. We was like, "Man, this is great. This is nice, man. I love it. I wouldn't go back." And my boy is like, "Yeah, man. If my old lady wasn't pregnant, I wouldn't go back."
Wow.
And I was like, "Man, me too. If my old lady wasn't pregnant, I wouldn't go back neither." And I was like, "Oh snap! Hold up, my old lady ain't pregnant."
Yeah.
So I asked his sister. I was like, "Yo, how long can I stay with you?" And she was like, "As long as you want." And I was like, "Shh, keep my bags in the car." And so I told him, I was like, "Tell everybody back in Atlanta I ain't coming back." And so I left everything, man. My apartment, all my stuff, everything that I had there, my relationships, everything, and just was like, "Y'all can have it. I'm chilling."
You Dave Chappelle it.
What you say?
You Dave Chappelle it.
Before Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle, Kenny McLaurin did. Yeah, and so I stayed until 98, until 2001.
Wow.
And then I came back for like 6 months and graduated, got my undergrad degree. Then I went back and came back in 2010, 2011. Yeah, 2010.
Wow, you were there for about 12 years?
Yeah, most definitely, man. It was
travel
yeah.
correspondent over here.
That's an adventure.
Yeah, it was a life, man. I tell people, like, I did most of my grown-up stuff there. Like, I got my first marriage over there. Both my kids were born over there. My first real job, my first real firing, my second real job, all sorts of shit.
Wow.
Wow.
And did you learn to speak any of the languages?
Yeah. I'm actually I am pretty fluent in conversational Swahili. I can't read or write it. I'm illiterate, but I can speak it. And then I used to be pretty okay with really simple Amharic. Like I spent a lot of time in Ethiopia, so I was pretty okay with that. Like they used to say I could go anywhere and ask for chicken, water, and a restroom.
I think this is true. You're wearing a Star Wars shirt, but is this true that the Ewoks speak Swahili?
No. I think it might be Kikuyu. But which is a language from whatchamacallit. What's the Ewoks? I know it's another guy, or maybe it is. I don't think so. I'm gonna have to check. Yeah. It's another guy in Star Wars, the one who's with Lando Calrissian, who says something in a Kenyan dialect.
Nian Nub?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That'd be cool. I'm gonna have to check the Jedi Ewok thing, see what that is.
Damn, that's so fascinating. Man, I've never left the United States except for to go to Haiti and Canada. So
yeah, man, it was fun, man. I really it was cool, man. I think it was probably one of the more transformative things in my life. And the cool thing was I got a chance to travel to a lot of different African countries as well. So like I've been to, I think, 12 countries.
Wow.
Within
they got soup everywhere?
Africa. You said what?
Soup everywhere in Africa?
Did you say, do I have tattoos?
No, they have soup. Do they have soup everywhere?
Yes, they have soup everywhere. You know what else they have?
What?
Marijuana. They have marijuana everywhere.
Ah.
And what's funny is at the time I had dreads. You know, I had some long dreads, and so in everywhere I have gone, like every city, every town, every village I have gone in Africa, the presumption is if you have dreads, you are a Rasta and smoke marijuana. So it was weird because wherever I go, people always want to give me marijuana or show me where it is.
Same thing happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
I have two more questions. One, when you finish that experience and you come back to America, do you come back more militant and more pro-Black, or does it have a different effect? Do you see it from a different perspective, or do you kind of carry the same perspective you had leaving? Like, how do you?
I don't know. It's really weird because, like that was one of the things that really sort of struck me. I realized the experience that we have in America as Black Americans is unique to everybody else. And so the idea of what is it, like Pan-Africanism and whatnot is really in some ways like it is not a traditionally African idea. And what struck me was like, no, they did not see us as sort of one and different one. Like they'd be like, nah, dude. Like I'd be like, we're the same. They'd be like, no, we're not. Like they'd be not. They'd be like, you're. They'd be like, so it's weird. So it was a time we were talking with my wife. And they was like, no, she was like, I'm Luya. That's my tribe. I'm Luya. And I'm from here, that's my tribe.
Yeah.
I'm a Kenyan. That's my nationality. That's my culture. You are an American. That's your nationality. Right. You're a Black American. That's your culture. But your mother tongue is, is English. And then she was like, and then whenever you and like even other white folks from the US get together, y'all have more in common than like you and Africans.
Yeah.
Because he was like, y'all talk about the same cultural things, the same movies. Like y'all talk about football. She was like, y'all get together. You'd be like, oh my God, you see the football game, baseball, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The culture. So it's interesting. And another thing that was really weird is over there, color, like race, that color doesn't mean anything. Nothing. So like there, you'll be like, man, dude, like you and me, we're Black, and the response is we're all Black. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like everybody's Black. What the fuck? Like it doesn't matter. Like we're all Black. I'm Luya. I'm whatever. Like people are. It's more about your cultural, your ethnic identity and heritage than like your race. Because if everybody's Black, then Black doesn't matter. As you know what I'm saying? It's like if everybody Black, you can't be like, you doing this because I'm Black. Be like, what the fuck? Everybody Black. It was weird. It was really weird.
Did you have culture shock going back to the States then?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. It was different. It was way different coming back.
Yeah.
Just the way people do things different and whatnot. And just one of the things that's really interesting is how they deal, this is some deep shit, how they deal with diversity and multicultural sort of like identity and stuff there than we do here. And so like in Kenya, it is 46 different tribes. And like each tribe has its own language, and some tribes have like different dialects. And like each one has its own culture, which is like so specific as to each one even has its own creation story. So like each tribe, yeah. So like each tribe has a story of how they came to the earth. Like, and sometimes they're similar based on like where they are. But you know, like, so it's different.
Yeah.
Anyone's creation story is somebody got bit by a radioactive spider.
Yeah, almost as interesting. So like the Kikuyu, they believe that I think the first original man and woman came down from a mountain, Mount Kenya, and then seven daughters and seven sons, and it's like the set, and that form like the seven different I think Kikuyu tribes. Another one, they believe that when they came down from heaven, they came down with cows. So they believe that like there was no cows on earth until they came down.
Oh,
So
wow.
in some ways, it's weird. So like depending on who you talk, some people will be like, that means like all the cows in the world are actually ours because we're the ones who brought. Like it's weird. So all of them have like different creation stories, and then within the country there is still a what is it? A majority tribe. There's still like one majority.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And not to say that, you know, being the majority, they don't use that to their advantage. They do. But what's different is here, like it always has to be one, it always has to be two. So it's like white and then everybody else. You know, they're like white, then people of color, BIPOC, you know, it's like just that and everybody else. Whereas in Kenya, even though it's the dominant tribe, they still find a way to acknowledge and recognize everybody's individual tribes. So it's never, it might be like my tribe against your tribe, but it's never like that duality. So like they would never be like, oh, the major tribe is the Kikuyu tribe, and they never be like, all right, then everybody else is just this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People would be like, no, we're not the fucking same. We are. And like in the US, it's like what they somehow it's always white, and then everybody else is just all sort of thrown together. And it doesn't really give people an opportunity to understand and or highlight the individual cultures and differences and whatnot. It's weird.
Speaking of weird, here comes Lex.
Yeah, here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what he has to report. What he's been up to. Hey, there he is walking around Thailand.
That's this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him to go to a ping pong show and put it online.
There's a show right here, Unraveling the Headphones.
I don't even know if he knows he's on. There he is.
Ceremonial unraveling.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We're all riveted at the reveal of his
Right?
audio. Yeah.
Da, da, da.
I'm here.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey guys,
No.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Sorry,
I'm in a live show. I'm hosting a live show in Chiang Mai, which is the northernmost city in Bangkok, and I'm hosting. So I have a little bit of time in between each comic. I'm gonna let you guys see the stage. Hold on.
Oh, cool.
Oh, this is cool as shit.
Yeah, that's a show. That's a show.
It's pretty dope. We got we got Jamil Decker on stage right now. We just had Julius Carter from New York. He's been doing comedy for about 10 years, but he's been living in Chiang Mai for the last couple of years. And Jamil Decker he lives up in Pai, which is the northernmost city, which is not a city at all. It's not a city. There's like, it's a hippie, hippie convent that got out of control. They're all on acid, and but it's a great place for stoners. And and it's a great audience, man. We got about 35 people here, which is great.
Yeah.
And then next comic coming on stage after this is Harvey Walden, which is Canadian. Actually, let me get Harvey over here. Harvey, I know you're thinking about your next set.
Lex, how are you going to introduce him? What are you going to say when you bring him up on stage?
I'm just hoping to get his name right, because there's two Harveys in Bangkok, and I keep saying the wrong name every time I bring him on stage. Harvey, this is Stoner Morning Show. You're live on American internet.
What's up, Harvey?
If you didn't know Harvey was Asian, you could tell by his shirt.
Actually, I thought he was part of the No Limit crew.
Yeah. One of the Migos.
Nice.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
My English no good. I feel you make fun of me.
He's Canadian, man. He's lying to you guys right now. He's lying.
What's your opener tonight? What are you going to open with? What's your opening joke?
I'm not black, so lower your standards.
What?
I'm not black, so lower your standards. Asian audience. They should get what I'm talking about.
Great.
It's funny because it's true.
Nice.
That's, Ralph, you got a hat now? You got a Stoner Morning Show hat?
Yeah, he does.
What?
There's merch.
Liz made it for me. Liz Sargent made it.
All right, thanks. Thanks for letting me jump on with you guys. Harvey,
Yeah.
all right. I know you're thinking about your set, right? All right, sorry. All right, I know he's thinking about what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you what, honestly, I'm just proud to bring him on because he is legitly one of the funniest comics that I've seen personally at our level, where we're like trying to grow.
Yeah.
He is hustling. He is funny. He's Canadian. He's Canadian, so he's polite. But no, he's
speaking English. He's talking about.
Say again, Ralph.
It was all the stuff about not speaking English you just gave me.
Yeah, he wanted to see if you were part of the problem also. That's all. Nah, brilliant. Anyway, that's all. I saw you guys alive, and I miss you guys, so I figured let me jump on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are down, but in about like 5 to 7 minutes, I could introduce you guys to the audience. I don't know if that's stupid though. It might ruin the vibe. What do you guys think? What's your opinion about it?
Awesome.
I say try it.
All right, yeah, let's try it.
Let's find out.
Let's find out if I could. Let's find out if I could bring 2 shows to a screeching halt.
It's always easier to do than we think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It really is. It really is. I'm also in my jumpsuit again.
Yeah.
And it is hot as fuck. This thing does not breathe.
Are you wearing clothes underneath?
No, I am not. I admitted it to the crowd about 5 minutes ago that I am freeballing it underneath here. And it's paper. This jumpsuit, if you didn't know, these guys are wearing, so I guess there's a thin plastic like spray over it, and then there's paper underneath. So that's what's taking in my sweat, and it's slowly getting translucent.
Ooh.
So I'm getting, if this show gets long enough, everybody will see how small my dick is. I am not packing.
It's an hour-and-a-half long magic trick.
Yeah. Exactly. Is that Scranton? Is that Scranton up there? We got Scranton sitting in with us.
That's Kenneth McLaurin.
Ithaca.
Man, you popped on twice during our 24-hour. I haven't met you yet, so I apologize. But Kenneth, I thought you were so funny, dude. You got me laughing. You got me laughing both times. You almost woke me up one time.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, almost woke me up.
Yeah, so check this out. I was telling them what you should do is do this from a ping pong show. Take us to do this from a ping pong show.
Oh my God.
Stoner live from the ping pong show.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it. We just had a roast of one of my best friends, and he was on here last week. Chris Ralphausen. It was his birthday last week, and we roasted him. I told him my favorite joke that I told, if you don't mind me regurgitating myself and stroking in front of you guys, was sadly, Chris's dad never played catch with him when he was a kid, but his mom did let him pick up the ping pong balls after the show. So.
Oh, here comes Anthony.
Oh, Killing Be Cool's coming on, man.
All right. Oh, this is awesome. That's why I want to be part of the show. I'm excited about them. I love these guys. They don't have enough followers, so I hope we cross over enough. All right.
Sweet. Hey, man, have fun.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna Sean, you can mute me if you want, and then when I go on stage, I'll just show the crowd or something. I don't know. You know what? That's a bad idea. You guys have a great show.
Do it. Go for it. Don't listen to me. My first idea is always wrong. Don't listen to me.
No, I feel like it's all right. I'm gonna do it only for the peer pressure. All right. Jason, why are you wearing glasses, by the way? Sean, what are you doing? Are you?
Dude, I'm getting old as fuck. I need glasses now.
All right. All right, I'll bring everybody on, but mute me. I'm gonna take my headphones out, and I'm gonna so mute me until you think I'm doing a show.
All right.
Sorry, you.
Nice.
Muted. Anthony, what's up? How you doing?
Wait, just to let you know, before I'm fully muted, before I'm fully.
Y'all don't have to record me.
Sorry.
My internet is trash. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm out here by the lake.
What's up, Anthony?
What up?
Anthony is so good. Okay, he's muted now.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me, man? My Wi-Fi is very shoddy.
We can hear you. Your video's lagging a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're down in Atlanta, right?
Actually, I'm over here, like Hamilton, Georgia. I'm in the boonies, man. I had to come help my mom move some stuff. I'm over here by a lake.
Hey, Jason.
I was supposed to be in Atlanta, but I ended up coming down.
Look at that. We got 2 lakes on the show.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, damn. Nice lake.
Yeah, man.
You guys could be at the same lake for all we know. We don't know.
I know. Right? On the other side.
So, Anthony, this is our friend.
Oh, look at it. We got fish.
Yeah, I got a pool.
Kenneth, check that out. Kenneth, are you gonna eat that fish someday?
No, I'm not going to eat. This fish is too small.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's good to know one of us has friends.
Hey man.
Yeah.
I love the content you guys are putting out. It's so awesome. It's so creative. It gets me so excited every week I see it. It's really cool.
What's your Instagram handle again?
Kill and Be Cool.
Kill and Be Cool. And you do a regular show, or you just do stuff cool. Like whenever?
I'm expanding now. It just started off with the satellite sessions, which were the freestyles.
Yeah.
Now I kind of have like a Kill and Be Cool presents thing. I've put out a couple of those. It's kind of like my own version of Tiny Desk Concert. I just kind of bring in local independent artists and just have them perform. But I've also got this new show that I'm trying to put out tonight. It's called Where's the Lie? And it's like a game show / kind of podcast. But we record it and we get people, they tell stories, outrageous stories, but you augment one detail. And it's up to the panel to basically pick it apart and figure out which parts the lie is at. Yeah, it's pretty fun too. It came out a lot better than I expected.
Oh, nice.
But but you know, it's just all about branding, and I'm just kind of finding things to kind of slap it on and kind of, you know, create the vibe and build awareness amongst people.
Dude, it's such a cool brand. Love it.
Jay, how did you find these guys again? Were you searching hashtags? What led you to
I think I was trolling. I think Tank the Funkadelics Instagram, just looking at stuff, and I seen that you guys were on there about something, or you would like something about on his, or he was following you, something like that. And so I clicked on it because I was like, oh, Kill and Be Cool, that sounds cool, and so I just clicked on it, and then like I seen the content you were putting out, was just awesome with all those freestyle sessions and everything. And so I just started following it then, and I just like every week it's just like, oh my god, I can't wait. Last week I've had the Panda song in my head for like the last like week. And if nobody knows, Sean, you can play that. If you go to Instagram, you could click on it, and I think it's their most recent post.
Yes, I'm glad you said that, because my homeboy called me about how much he hated pandas, but I was like, somebody's gonna like it. I know they are.
Well, Anthony, we might have your biggest fan here. I think Jason might be your biggest fan.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm glad.
All of them, man.
I need one. That's all it takes.
That's fantastic. Most definitely. How did you become so focused on or learn about building your brand? I'm an artist as well, so I'm interested in anybody who has a real vision about building their brand.
Honestly, this was just my mantra. Kill and Be Cool is just kind of my mantra, and I kind of just said it in a conversation one day, just kind of telling somebody just kind of how I go about it and how they may want to go about it. And essentially, if you just focus on your craft and execute, and just kind of be cool with everybody and network, whatever you're trying to do is going to come to you. Your answers are going to come to you, man. You just go over there, kill, and be cool. And when I said it, I was like, well, shit, that's a T-shirt. But like what it led me to, but that's when I kind of changed my Instagram handle. I was like, all right, that's what that's going to kind of be my mantra, my little hashtag. But then that evolved into the Kill and Be Cool Jam sessions, which was an idea I just kind of came up with on my porch. And it's similar. It's kind of similar. You see kind of 85 South show do it a little bit. I started it about 2.5 years ago, but I was just like, I'm going to get a live band. I'm going to get some comedians, and we're just going to improvise, doing stand-up and singing songs or doing whatever you want to do. It's just like a jam session. It's everything all at once. It's music, it's comedy, it's rap, it's singing, it's R&B, it's whatever you want it to do. And that's like the Kill and Be Cool jam sessions. That's just something that I just kind of kept doing. And it was kind of about the show. But after I had that live show, I realized a live show by itself is cool, but like this is kind of more so, I kind of built like a little cult following amongst the city, but I wanted to kind of take it further. And I knew I needed a digital version to do that. And that's where the satellite sessions came into play when we started doing the freestyling. And now just kind of that I started getting other people involved. I kind of want to make the brand more of a kind of universal thing as opposed to just being about me.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I got into comedy.
Cool show on the internet called Stoner Morning Show. Stoners, if you didn't know, the slang is.
Oh, hold on.
We're going live.
Sorry.
Cool. Thank you guys. I'm still allowed in the golf club.
Oh.
All right. Good. Deal. I appreciate it, guys. I'm just, if you guys are part of some kind of thing that you don't want the police to see you guys. I'm just scanning you guys, so just cover your faces, guys. Stoner Morning Show, you guys there?
Woo! Yeah, we're here.
Yeah,
Let's go. Cool. Yeah,
Port City represent.
What's up, Bangkok?
National.
I'm wearing my hat sideways.
These guys are, we do a live show every Saturday morning in America. So it's Saturday night to us. If you guys ever want to follow, it's called Stoner Morning Show. And it's just a bunch of stoners talking about bullshit. We had a lot of rappers, if you guys like hip hop, and also artists. We love art. So that's all. Anyway, I thought it was weird. And I always, this is the first time I'd be missing a show, so I wanted to chime in. I'm selfish.
Miss you.
You know what I'm saying? And Harvey totally let me recognize that when I said I was about to do this before I came on. Guys, I'm about to bring on the next comic. Is that all right with you guys on the morning show?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Quarter piece of Shot Earth. You guys, this is our headliner coming up.
Yeah.
This is my favorite comic in Bangkok, guys. Honestly, pay attention to this guy. He's going to go far. His name is Harvey Walden, everybody. Harvey Walden, everybody.
I thought he was about to say Harvey Weinstein.
I hope not.
You know, in the back of my head, I kept on hearing him about to introduce me. He like, ladies and gentlemen, Kenneth McLaurin. I was back here ready, like, oh yeah.
One day, maybe a trip to Bangkok is in our future. We'll see.
Oh man,
I've been to Bangkok.
You've been?
Yes, and I have been to a ping pong show.
Oh.
Oh my God! Now
I'm gonna share my screen and we'll watch this panda video.
Oh yes,
cool. Yeah, I want to hear more about the show. I didn't realize that it started as a live show.
Oh, here it is. Wait.
Bless that shit. Got you a skill? Better bust that shit. You an electrician? Bust that shit. You be on a mission? Bust that shit. Black cherry with the lime. Black cherry with the lime. Mango every time. Penis. Oh shit. Yo, I just got a penis. Yo, your boy just landed on Venus. Oh, and you talking like I really don't say this, but I really mean this. Damn. Keep on telling me what the words be. Shit, I don't think I heard you. Do you hear me? Penis again, penis again, penis again, penis again, penis again, penis again.
Yeah, kill it and be cool.
What's that shit?
Kill and be cool. That's so fly, man.
We need to get a cardboard cutout.
Dude, you guys, you have it is that your living room?
Oh, we lost him.
No, he's still here. He's just.
How did we lose him?
His camera's
okay.
Here he comes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There he is.
Still killing, still cool.
We just watched the panda video.
I didn't realize that Kill and Be Cool started out as a live show in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It did. And I got footage from that. Like if you look on the YouTube channel, some of the older videos, man, you can get an idea of kind of where it all started, man. Over there in the dusty Relapse Theater with horrible acoustics, but you know, it was live. It was live, man.
What part of Atlanta was that at?
Been everywhere.
The theater. What part of Atlanta was the theater?
Relapse Theater. It was in Midtown over on 14th Street by Georgia Tech. Now they closed it down, but it should be opening back up soon. That's kind of what the Relapse Theater does. It'll shut down and then like be revived every now and then because somebody usually comes higher rent and then they kick the guy out, but then they realize they're not trying to stay there and then they end up bringing Bob Wood back in there. Shout out to Bob Wood. That's the owner.
Okay, man. I was in Atlanta for like 6 years in the mid '90s.
Okay.
Kenneth is 80 years old.
actually, in children, I would say in children, stepchildren, and grandchildren years, I'm like 143.
It's true what they say.
Kenneth has lived in Kenya and was it North Carolina?
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah. Bangkok.
Didn't live there, just visited.
Canada, Iceland, Greenland, Amsterdam.
This is called the Stoner Morning Show, but none of y'all have any. What's going on?
Oh, we're wild.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like the Negro Christopher Columbus, man. I got me a flag. I just go places and stick that shit down, be like, it's mine now. I just don't got no army to back me up and shit.
Not yet.
I'm sorry. I changed the name to Kill and Be Cool. Tell me, what's the?
I appreciate that.
Oh, I don't know what's frozen.
What do you got, Ralph?
Oh, I wanted to know. I had another question about. Oh, is there a specific, like for you? Is the brand about music, comedy, entertainment, or Which of those is your first love?
My first love was probably music. Then comedy came into it, but now Kill and Be Cool, it's about all of that, man. Really about fusing all of it together at once. It's everything going on at the same time. It's a music thing, it's a comedy thing, it's a hype beast thing, it's an entertainment thing, it's a personal thing. It's all that in one. And that's really kind of reflective of how my life is. You know, I do a lot of different things. You know, I'm blessed, and I try to exercise all the talents and things that I have. And that Kill and Be Cool essentially is a reflection of that. Being able to do a whole bunch of different things really well, all at the same time.
I've got a question. You said you went over to your mom's place to help move stuff. Is that right? Today?
Mm-hmm.
Is she standing on camera right now with her arms folded, waiting to be done, so you could help her out? Is she like wrap it up?
Probably, but she knew what it was. She knew what it was. we got a lot done this morning. Though. We got a lot done this morning, man. Yeah. I'm proud.
How's Georgia been? You know what I mean? I hear on the news it's like, you know.
I mean, you know, other than people just walking around coughing on each other recklessly.
That's not good.
It's open. That's what I would say. Georgia is open as fuck, wide open. We at school. We in the clubs. We at the bar. We at the house. It's going down in Georgia.
Damn.
Mask up.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
Mask up.
Well, thanks for doing living room shows. You know, you're doing it safe.
Dude, it's such a cool vibe, and you got like the best production value for like I don't know, just a couple of lights and a DJ. That's all you need.
I mean, yeah. But honestly, a pro tip. Honestly, if you like iPhone cameras now are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. Yeah. So if you just get you a little gimbal stick cam, that'll you know what I'm saying, that'll just take it up another notch. That's just simple. And it's all kind of little apps on the phone you could use to add a caption and do stuff. But then again, I mean, I'm good at taking limited tools and maximizing them. So, you know, it's a lot of stuff out there at your fingertips. If you just check it out, man. Technology's great.
Yeah. Hey, we've got a new guest coming in. This is my friend Constance Cooper.
Hey,
what's up, Constance?
Hey, Constance. What's up?
Constance is a musician and a actor and
rapper.
And a rapper, yeah.
We got 3 rappers on today.
Damn.
Who oh, you rap?
You got bars?
Hey, Rolf, do you rap?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know that.
You hear me with all my, are you an MC as well, Kenneth?
No. I am so the antithesis of an MC, man. I have like I can't even, my brain can't even process melody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in my head, whenever thank you. So it's funny, man. Yeah. So
turn your head forward if you're gonna say
that. I'm sorry, I can't. So when people be like, "What?" I'll be like, "Yo, this is the song," and they'll be like, "Sing it." No,
somebody find this man to do.
It's always the same song. Like I be trying to hum. Like my wife was trying to teach me how to hum, and whenever I try to hum, it always comes out like "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot," no matter whatever happens. But now, like Kill and Be Cool, man. I really want to. This is cool. We should connect because, like, me and my old lady, we do the same thing that you do. Like, I tell jokes and then she sing, and then we do it on the stage at the same time. And and she is way better at music than I am at comedy. You know, so like.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and where Ralph, man? I didn't know you was in the music. So she's in the music and whatnot. So yeah, man, we ought to most definitely connect.
We're just here in league right now. I'm here in league with my fellow MCs. Me, we got Kill and Be Cool, got Constance Cooper.
Yo, man, and my old lady like fly little vocalist. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if y'all in Atlanta, we can set it up, man. Because it's really about a vibe. Because I mean, we're clearly not rappers, but it's really about a vibe.
We'll hop in
and just like anybody freestyling in the car with their homies, I mean, that's really the energy we more focused on than anything else.
But like, yo, I think that's like, in some ways, that's the best sort of energy, because that's what like everybody can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has had like they boy who got flow, and like dudes who got flow, and just like, you know, it's that cool sort of thing relating to like just like people getting around and just flowing and having fun.
Have flow.
But I don't have flow though. I don't have flow. I just no, I don't.
I hear you have a mixtape coming out.
Well, not exactly, but you know, I'm listening to you. This is really so interesting, because I would have thought that if you tell jokes, that's a great basis for starting to do rap, because it gives you that punch, right? And it ignores the regular melody sort of stuff that has to do with other kinds of music. So I think that's a much better way to get involved. And you would start, I guess you would start working with another rapper that you have confidence in, who could make up your like chanted rhythms for you. So you tell a joke, it doesn't have to rhyme. It doesn't even have to have a rhythm beforehand, because you're going to have an expert sitting next to you who's going to show you how to make the thing have a super rhythm. And that's what you need to start out. Then you go on and you learn to rap. But I thought the whole premise of rap was it comes from ordinary life.
Ooh, absolutely.
That's talking that talk.
Constance, tell us about how, because you've done some videos for Vice.
But see that
correspondent. Yeah,
that's where I learned. Yeah, I did. We did 3 episodes of this thing called Senior Correspondent.
Yeah,
and the idea was to take an old white lady like me and put me in with youth culture that I didn't know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
So the first topic they chose was rap, and I met this guy called Lil West, who's a very young rapper. He's sort of he's like in personality very much the opposite of me. Mm-hmm. He's very quiet and he's sweet, and he likes to have lots of people around, but he's not ebullient. He's not noisy.
Oh yeah.
So somehow we got together in a studio, and they got us to improvise together, because I'm like a far out, the far side of jazz improviser. Because I play. Here, I don't know if you can see, but there are my keyboards. Right next to me, and
so you're more of a little East.
Yeah.
You got that kazoo.
So the thing is, now with Zoom, I mean, I think Zoom is, I think it's just fabulous, because I get more improv done in a week than I did in months before. And I'm online with people in Vienna, in Italy, in Mexico, in Slovenia, in Hungary. I mean, it's just amazing to me. I'm still like of that generation that gets stars in my eyes when I go on the internet, because although I'm used to it, but I mean, other countries, wow. So that's the way I feel about it. I'm meeting up with these people to do what I love to do. But with Vice, we of course did video, and I got to deal with rap on a one-to-one in-person basis, and that was my introduction to rap. And then I wrote a sort of wannabe rap song for a theater production, which was just, like that long, and had a little, and I used a bunch of students who all knew much more about rap than I did. So if I said, well, could you rap this text for me? It was a poem.
Yeah.
They could just, they could do it in their sleep. So I got their permission. I used their voices in the song. And I mean, they sound just great. But the point is, I began with colleagues. I couldn't have done that by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I had to go hear Lil West. I had to get on SoundCloud, and and just hearing you guys talk just now. I mean, it's all input. It's all really interesting. It would be fun to revisit that rap thing that I did for Vice. There was also a fashion one. And do you guys know what mukbang is?
Yes. Yes, I know.
Yeah, well, we did one on that.
On what?
Mukbang. It's a
weird.
It's weird, yeah. To us, it's weird. It came out of a Korean online thing about old people who were alone and didn't like eating alone. So they would get online with other old people and they'd all have dinner together. And from this evolved young people doing YouTube videos of eating a whole lot of food all by themselves. You're right. It is weird. It is. I mean, when I heard about it, I just thought it's.
Aren't those called stuffing videos?
Are they? Did you just make that up?
No, I think that's what it's called.
No, and mukbang is a thing as well, and people also pay. So like, they'll pay somebody to be like, all right, I'm going to send you this food from so and so, and I want you to eat it online, and then they'll watch them eat it online.
So there's a whole marketing thing in there now. Oh, I didn't know, because the woman I did the mukbang thing with was, of course, she had to be very young. I mean, I'm not a food person, and they got me on camera eating this seafood dinner. I just thought, where am I? Who am I talking to?
I guess the pictures of the food was too much. Now they got to have people like eating the food now.
That's right. That's right.
You're live.
Are you hearing about this for the first time? It was amazing to me. But I have a couple of Korean friends, and they knew all about it. Yeah, from its origin to its current situation. And the woman that I did this with makes her living at it. She does merch, and she's got over 1 million subscribers.
What's her merch? Like a
little. There's a little pin. That's if you're one of her honeybee. Her name was Honey. It's like a Honey is close to what her Korean name is. So her show is called Honey Eats, and if you join or you subscribe, you get this little honey bee that's a pin, and you can wear it. And there are dolls, and I mean, it's amazing.
We need panda merch.
Do you have a SoundCloud?
I have a SoundCloud, yeah. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I do. I do have a SoundCloud. I'm wondering if Honey has a SoundCloud.
What do you call yourself on SoundCloud?
Precious Gorgeous.
Well, I can't think of anything more appropriate.
I love
Precious,
that. Precious Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Nice.
And we also
sweet.
Have here.
Yes.
Here, I'm going to show a little bit of this mukbang video for Ralph's benefit.
Please.
Oh,
I want to see this too.
Terrific.
Oh my God.
Just see like a little bit of it. Here we go.
Whoa.
I got to turn it on.
That's a lot of food.
That is.
No. Oh, you can eat the meat over here. You can dunk it in. I can dunk it in.
Look at all that food.
Yeah, isn't that something?
I can dunk it in and I just like show it to our honeybee. Okay.
Oh, it looks so good.
It was good.
Did you eat?
I mean, we didn't eat all that food, but I ate more than I ever ate in my life, I think. I mean, I don't eat meals. I'm not interested in food. I mean, that was part of the the stunt of the whole thing that they were involving me and I was like a total stranger to it. And that's the presumption of the vice of senior correspondent.
Yeah.
That they take me and they dump me in places I don't really belong.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they just see if I bounce. You know?
Right.
It's amazing. So, how did you know about stuffing videos?
A friend of mine who's a dominatrix would tell me about them.
Why did she?
Dominatrix.
Does one thing have anything to do with the
It just come up in like funny conversation, like about like eating and like sex and everything like that.
Jason, were you
Did she like
when you were being told about this? Were you tied up?
No, I wasn't. This is all just like funny stories, and then she's like, "Oh, you got to check out these like stuffing videos." And she sent me some girl, and it's just a girl eating like this huge plate of spaghetti, and like just sitting there and like, "Oh, I love this spaghetti. It's all mine." And then she'll take this like huge bottle of Coke and just like suck down the Coke.
Ralph did that this morning to me before we went live.
I think I just discovered my next series on my page.
Don't you think it's
figured it out.
Don't you think it's scary? Don't you think it's scary to look at people eating like that? I think it's scary.
Some people like kill and be cool. What are you gonna do? What's your? Do you want to share the idea?
Hot chicks and a giant plate of chicken wings. That's what it's gonna be.
Woo! Mother Africa chicken.
Yeah.
If you weren't listening.
Yes. You just call it hot chicks, CHIX.
Yes. Hot chicks.
We didn't talk about that.
Oh, we did at the beginning of the show.
Just pure food. We didn't have any sex. But do you? Does your dominatrix watch these because she likes them?
No, she just told me because like it's just we came up with like we were just talking about like funny sex stuff and everything like that, and then she's like, "Oh well, people are into this." Like, because she would show me these videos of like women who would just like stuff their faces in bread all the time, and that's all they did, and they were like paid to do that. And then so I was like, "Oh wow, that's so weird, but it's so funny and interesting to watch."
Jason, I've never heard of this dominatrix friend, and frankly, I don't like what she's exposing you to.
She's a bad influence.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, but you're not influenced by it, right? I mean, you can just go on and lead your life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need a big bowl of spaghetti to be
No,
happy.
you need a dominatrix, right?
No.
No,
she's just a friend. I grew up with her.
Oh wow!
Isn't that
So what is it for her? It's a living?
It was at a point. She doesn't do it anymore.
So why don't
Back in the 80s and 90s, yeah.
Why don't you just
in New York City?
Why don't you just call her a friend? Why do you have to call her a dominatrix?
I don't know.
Constance thinks you like to get chained up like a person.
Oh no, she was just.
Maybe I'm interested. Maybe I want to hear more.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know.
She's saying that you don't have to feel ashamed. It's like, you know, saying it's okay, embrace the fact. That's what she's trying to say. She's trying to get you to.
Yeah.
Well, why did she?
Everybody's got their kink.
Yes, that's true too. But she gave it up. She found something better.
No, I guess she just age and you know life, and yeah.
I'd like to make love in the center of a large pizza.
You mean one like on a what do you call Lazy Susan?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Wow.
It would have to be flat, like a flat table, long mattress.
Oh, you mean like one of those round beds you see in the? Oh, that's a good idea.
I'd rather be just on a big plank.
Yeah.
Now, why do they call it a lazy Susan?
Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, they should call it a food carousel, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe like a boring Karen.
Food carousel is the politically correct way to say it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think the idea of the pizza is, so which way would you go? Would you, like, the bed would turn around, would it go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well, it wouldn't turn. It just lay the pizza down.
Oh, yeah.
And roll me in it.
Me and my woman.
Yeah, now look here. This is serious.
What are these toppings?
Suppose the pizza didn't
what are these
fit
toppings
the
on the pizza?
bed.
I must know.
No bed. I don't want to soil my bed. My word.
Yeah, and are there any
No.
toppings on this pizza?
What is the Lazy Susan on?
There's no Lazy Susan. It's just a big plank of wood that's circular. It doesn't move. Just big enough to hold a large pizza. A pizza.
Now look here. It's got to be. It's got to be awfully soft because.
So you're talking more about a pedestal.
You're asking me to. No, he's asking me to lie down on a wooden floor.
What is on?
No.
I think the floor. I think the floor is better than a round platform. It'd have to be a huge round platform, or it'd be fairly uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Are there any toppings?
It's easier to find large round platform.
Fuck on a pizza like it don't even matter.
Actually, that would be sort of cool because if the sex wasn't interesting, you could always eat the pizza.
Yeah,
you could always eat the pizza.
You know, there's a certain
too.
inducement there because if I was suppose I was hungry, and I was supposed to make love, but so I'd pretend it wasn't good sex so I could eat the pizza. I mean, there's like this whole psychological dimension you're not thinking about.
Yeah.
Another pizza.
No, seriously, like you
overthinking this.
Yeah.
No, like if you're hitting it from the back, then you grab a slice of pizza, you bite the pizza, you can put it back on her back for like as a table.
There you go.
Grab a pizza. All right, dude, this is actually a good idea. I need a soda, a soda on the side.
You know something, guys? I think Ralph is not designed to make a woman enjoy you. And I think you're going to be rejected.
Actually, if you had that service, that would be a very valuable service.
No, if you want to avoid rejection, I wouldn't go with this at all.
What would you?
But I agree, but it's weird because it's like at the point that they agree to have sex on the pizza, like them saying, I don't want to do this again. It doesn't seem like it's rejection. You can be like, okay, you have a lived experience, and you be like, you know what? I tried it. I just don't want to do it again. And I can respect that. I could be like, hey, you're in that pizza sex thing. What you think about it? And they was like, yeah, I just prefer regular bed sex. I'd be like, cool, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm flexible. I think that, if somebody's like, I've tried it and I don't like it.
Yeah, but suppose she says, well, look, I know you now. I know you like in your depths, and I know you're a pizza guy. Sorry, I got to find someone else. I mean, you're opening yourself up to that kind of rejection.
Well, I actually though, I'd be like I can say, hey, I understand that, because what I really want as a pizza guy is somebody who loves me and is able to get in that pizza thing like what I'm saying, like I am. So I have to I have to invite you. I have to call you into the space with me to see if
girls love pizza.
Yeah.
Girls love pizza.
I'm gonna look on YouTube.
I just had pizza last night.
I'm just gonna look up sex on a pizza and just see if there's any. This has got to be out there, right?
I think that's
goodness. If it
not
is,
at all. We could be original.
Oh, it's
they did sex with a pizza guy.
Oh, it's just
sex with the pizza guy.
Oh, please don't push that. Please don't push that. I'm not ready.
Look, put on the stuffing video. It's
there it is.
Look up stuffing video.
Stuffing video? All right.
Yeah, or I think her name's Bridget or something like that. It's the big bowl of pasta. I don't know.
No, they're going to teach you how to make stuffing. Isn't that silly?
Oh yeah, stuffing.
Yeah. That's not what we want. Google sometimes misunderstands you.
Yeah. So where are we streaming at? Are we on Facebook? Are we on YouTube? Where are we at?
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Look at
Oh,
us.
oh, snap. We are doing the trifecta.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I think doing the
every-
trifecta is a text for a rap.
Ooh.
So you see,
Yeah.
you've gone ahead. You've invented. You need like a resident musician for a week.
Well, actually, I do have a resident musician.
Well, there you are.
But they have told me never. I can never, ever, 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 ever sing any of their songs. And last night,
Wait,
I was
that was only 9 nevers. So there's a 10th chance. See that you could do their songs.
I don't know, because those were 9 black people nevers. Like, I'm not sure. 9 black people nevers is like infinity. You know what I'm saying? It's like after that they stab you and they be like, I told him 9 fucking times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different understanding. I understand her when she's like, never, ever, 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 ever.
Constance, can you what is your perspective on rejection? It's something you brought up before, and I wonder how I feel like you're somebody who's done like so many adventures and does so many adventures. What do you feel about that? About the possibility of rejection? Does that affect how you move?
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, it stinks, but sometimes it's not even like you run on quick to the next thing. In fact, that's probably the only way to handle it. And besides, when I was younger, I was much more timid, and I didn't try things. And now I've gotten somehow thrown into situations in which it's easier to say yes than it is to say no, to try something. And so I'm ending up doing a lot of things that don't fit. So there have to be rejections. I think if you take a narrow path in life, it's much worse, because you say, well, I'm on this straight line and I'm going to go for this prize, whatever it is. Then, yeah, if you don't get it, yeah, that's bad. But now it's a different thing. What do you think?
I try. I think being an actor kind of helps, and doing theater, because like one of the tricks that helps is like if you ever cast something yourself, like a movie or a play or something.
Once or twice, yeah.
Yeah, then you end up realizing that a lot of the times the reason for the no has nothing to do with the person. They're too short, or they have brown hair, or they're not available the days I need them, or you know what I mean? It's like, or whatever it is, it's like all kinds of things. The house, the wardrobe that we have planned for them is dark brown and it doesn't look good against their skin, or whatever it is. It's like there's nothing. It often has little to do with the value of the actual person, more the circumstances that they're needed for. And I think the same even applies in dating and stuff. It's like somebody not liking you really doesn't reflect on you; it just reflects on what that person needs, and at the time you're basing your value system on whether or not that person wants you. You don't really have a broad objective view of like what's good for you. You're just kind of inside of this subjective experience of like, well, if this person means everything,
Insiders. Have you cast things yourself? Is that part of your experience?
Yeah, some things. Sometimes, I cast little things. Yeah.
Don't you feel that even if you have a goal in casting, it's possible to make a really bad mistake?
Oh, sure.
Because I did that when I was casting. Yeah, I did it. It was really bad. It was really dumb, because I made a choice for the pretty woman with the pretty voice, and she was good. But the big, tall, awkward woman with the authoritative voice would have been much better. But she was problematic. She was difficult. And I went like an arrow for the woman who made it easy for me. but it wasn't the right choice dramatically.
Well, you know, what I think is interesting is you said a couple of different things, because you said that you chose the pretty woman with the attractive voice, and then you also mentioned that the other lady was awkward and had an authoritative voice. However, when you said you made the decision didn't seem it was based on any of those characteristics. It was based on the person that got along with you better. Because you were like, well, you know, I liked this one because she was easier to get along with, so that's why I gave her the part.
You know, I think ultimately you're right. Because but I knew the woman, the tall woman who was really gifted, had to, you know how really gifted people can be. It's just got to be their way, and they've got to have a good opinion of themselves. Otherwise, they make life miserable for everyone around them.
That's very true.
Yeah. So I mean, she was right. Basically, she knew, like she was awkward in the audition, and she knew it. And instead of keeping her mouth shut, she told everybody how how badly she had done. And I thought, well, to get her from there to performing the role in 3 weeks or whatever, it was more psychologically than I could handle. But you know, you're right that I made the.
Constance told a story and then Kenneth rejected it.
No, I provided insight. You know what I'm saying? Insight.
Yeah, insight. Yeah, exactly.
That's really so interesting. I mean, I don't, I'm not in favor of somebody who makes life difficult for other people because of their own stuff, but I'm learning more and more as I'm growing older how much sometimes I look at people and I'm like, why don't you just behave, or why don't you just get along? And I don't think I appreciate all the time how difficult it can be for some people. Like they may be trying their absolute best. I may be getting the best behaved version of them.
Right. That's right. They are. Yeah. Well,
And
I think of that when I see, I want to bring in here that among the other biases you face in the acting every part of the world, there's the bias about getting fat. This tied into my whole mukbang anxiety about, oh my God, suppose I love eating huge meals, what's going to happen to me?
I do.
So, I think so. I go along the street. If I see a woman who's fatter than I am, first of all, I had to learn tolerance and equal, to take an egalitarian view of people. And then I had to say to myself, suppose this is a person who's struggling with her weight and she's just lost 60 pounds. Am I acknowledging her effort, or am I criticizing her for not yet looking like a model? So at what stage are you capturing an image of somebody? And so, yeah, they're doing their best. Certainly in an audition, they're struggling. Yeah.
Constance, I'm losing weight. I don't know if you can tell.
Well, if you take off your clothes for the dominatrix, then we can tell. But this way we can't tell. You're all dressed.
No, it's true.
I'm gaining weight.
Yes.
Constance, I know you're a trained musician. Kill and Be Cool, did you have any musical training before you got into rapping at all? Or was it just sort of like self-taught?
Yeah, I produced music for about 10 years before I started doing stand-up comedy. That was kind of my thing before I got into I didn't rap so much, but I've always had the ability to write and rap, but I was more so on the production behind the scenes side. Oh. So that fused with comedy. And it's interesting what Constance was saying earlier about comedy versus music. Comedy, when you improvise, you got to land on a punch. After you get used to doing that, it just makes landing on a rhyme 10 times easier.
That's really interesting. Yeah, how did you learn that?
What, freestyling?
How did you learn what was important?
That's a huge question.
Yeah. I don't even know what's important right now.
did. I think it's the right time for you to break out those kazoos.
What was important was just having the tools
All
and
right.
Sean, does that.
See, Sean, if you'd like me to narrow
the be cool part.
that
It was
life,
the be cool part that was important.
that life expanding question, I'll narrow it. How did you learn what was important in delivering a line? Now that really narrows it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, you don't have to know. It's just whatever you want to say. So you don't really have, how it's coming out. It could be anything. It could be pandas, just like we saw before. It could be anything. So really, what's important doesn't matter as much as it is you getting it out there and being self-assured about it. That's what's important. Self-assured.
I have another question for Killing Me Cool. How did I get one of those fantastic tank tops?
Oh yeah.
That's a very important question. That's in Sean's life affirming category.
Joe, I will, absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the
man. I'm
DMs.
I got you, man. I got you. Matter of fact, I got all y'all, man. I'm gonna send y'all some shit.
What's up, man? I went ahead and friended you on Instagram. I just got at you on Instagram. Kenneth McLaurin, comedian.
Yes. Yeah, just send me y'all addresses. I'll shoot some over to y'all. I got you.
Do you still produce?
Just post that shit.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Do you still produce?
Not music, but I produce in a more universal sense.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You know, I do
in a universal sense. My, when somebody asks you what you want to do with your life, I want to produce in a universal sense.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's terrific.
That's a good statement.
Yeah. And I'll say I got it from you along with a tank top.
This is awesome.
In fact, the tank top will say producing in a universal sense.
That's a great idea for a t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
I produce in a universal sense. That's another great phrase. You did it again,
I think it should start with just us, and we can make it viral.
I hope I can live up to that.
So do we all, but I mean, it's an aspiration. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like the full story yet.
No.
But then we're still alive.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we are.
Yeah.
I think I am.
Yeah. Any of you have come back from, over there?
Yeah.
I met a guy who did once. He said he died and came back to life about 3 times.
How did he prove it?
Huh? No. I don't know how you could prove it. He just had a long ponytail and he drove me from one town to another.
See what kind of drugs he had on me.
Oh.
I don't know what kind of drugs he had on him, but he did have a gun between our seats.
So you did have to listen.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Did you ask him at what he came back to? Did he intend to stay?
Well, he said he could see his body and he could see paramedics reviving him and he wanted to come back.
I would have been so freaked out because somebody being like, yo, I've died, I've come back. I wouldn't even broach the subject, especially if they had a gun there. Like that, if you would ask, can you prove it? Maybe it's well, shit, pow, and he shoots you. You're like, come on back, motherfucker. It's
right. I know. I'm dealing just with my imagination right now. It's not with reality at all. You're right.
Bam.
Sorry, you froze. I didn't get you.
We're almost done with the show. We can close with plugs.
Yeah.
Plug.
Anybody want to plug anything?
Where are we gonna see this Woke as Fuck show? How do we
All
see?
right, the Woke as Fuck show is on Sunday. It's going to be on not on Sunday. I'm sorry. The fuck Woke as Fuck is this Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. It's the Woke as Fuck game show, Family Feud edition, Battle of the Sexes, Stoner morning show against the K House karaoke group. It's gonna be fun, y'all. Check it out. Actually, I'm upset. Like I told my wife that she was supposed to be down here. She wanted to join in me, and I was supposed to promote her. And if y'all will allow me like 40 seconds just to promote her with a little video, cause I love her, and since this is going to be in all these places, I want people to see her as well. So shameless promotion. Shout out to everybody, and my wifey Sing Treese. She singing a little song. She liked to do Frank Sinatra songs, but she put a little cool little twist on it. Yeah.
Nice.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
No. Where is it?
All right.
No.
Well, maybe not. Never mind. I thought it was going to show up for us, but it is not.
No,
We'll check it out later.
On the couch, buddy.
You said what? All right. So next person plug their shit. I'm Kenneth McLaurin. I want to give a shout out to everybody. Thanks, Constant. It was cool meeting you and seeing you. I don't know where Rafa went. He probably is the one who stole the video. You know, yeah, he trying to hustle my chick. Sean, nice to see you.
Okay.
Take it easy, kill and be cool. It's always fresh
Yes,
to death. Thank y'all folks very much, man.
See you at your show.
See you soon.
All right. Who's somebody else plugging something?
Yeah, kill and be cool. But we got your Instagram.
Kill and be cool on YouTube and everything, man.
Yeah.
Kill and be cool on YouTube, man. Subscribe.
Oh, on YouTube.
Love you, brother. Keep doing all the cool stuff you're doing.
All right.
Thank you.
Jason, do you want to plug your glasses?
Yeah. These are my new glasses.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ralph said he has internet problems, so send my love if I don't get back on. So Ralph sends his love. Constance.
All right. Goodbye, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for letting me come on here and
of course.
All right.
Hey, and if anybody gets a chance, check out the Rochester Film Festival or Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
We're on there. We're also doing a raffle. So
that's what's up. Yeah, man. Congratulations
on the
film festival.
A bunch of merch.
Yeah, y'all. Congratulations on the Rochester joint, man. Yeah. Big up.
All right.
All right.
Woo. Stoner Morning Show. Thanks, everybody.
Goodbye, sweethearts. See you soon. Bye.
Yeah.
Later.
See you guys later.
All right. Take it easy.
Yeah. All right.